Today's Prime Month. This is my cheat sheet for Thursday, May 17th of Verizon, which had been still staying near the top of our overall approval ratings among the cell phone service providers. Something tells me they're getting ready to enter AT&T territory. Verizon had the unlimited plan, at least as an option for people that were on it when they still offered it. They were grandfathered in, so even if you ended up buying a new phone, you were still able to stay with an unlimited plan. No more. Even for people who have been using it for years that were grandfathered in by Verizon, sometime this summer, Verizon will kill that option and force everyone to pick a data plan on their smartphones from their 4G LTE network. Get more information about this on the physical cheat sheet if this is you. Let's stay with the smartphones for a moment. iPhone. We now know, based upon orders in a Korean plant where the screens of the iPhone are assembled, that the new iPhone screen is going to be much bigger. In fact, about 30% bigger. 4 inches, corner to corner to be exact. All previous incarnations of the iPhone, going back to the original one in 2007, have been 3.5 inches corner to corner. Isn't it a little bit ironic that for all those years with cell phones, we went from the big box phones all the way down to the smallest and thinnest being the coolest. Now we're in the smartphone age to where making them a little bit better seems like a good idea again. I guess everything's a little bit cyclical. Foreclosure activity. If you are an active follower, and of course you are, right? The one thing you know is that I don't care at all, well, I mean a little bit, but not really, about new foreclosed homes entering the marketplace, because we already knew that they were going to end up in the marketplace. The number that I really care about with regard to foreclosures are new foreclosure filings. How many people right now are falling behind and becoming in default of their mortgages? That paints a broader picture about the overall health of the housing market, not today, but a year and a half, 2 years from now. How many distressed properties are we going to have out there at that point? And the news continues to improve, and fairly dramatically. New foreclosure filings in April were down 14% year over year. This is the third consecutive month we've seen a double-digit percentage drop year over year, continuing to show that we are making progress in foreclosed properties. And of course, that's going to be a part of a bigger story about an overall more stable housing market moving forward. Staying with that point for a moment, refi activity. You know, going back to November, I mentioned that HARP would be something for people in our area that once it's implemented properly could be about the most effective tool for people who aren't in default, who were able to hold their jobs through the economic downturn and still make their mortgage payments, but were way underwater on their properties. Well, I've been able to take advantage of it. Actually, Ashley, with the home she owned before we were married, we're in the midst of a HARP refi. Jim is in the middle of a HARP refi. The idea here is very simple. You can, if you're underwater by any amount, provided that it's a Fannie or Freddie backed loan, and you've been current on your mortgage payments, and you can prove that you still have the income to be current going forward, you can get refied. It doesn't matter how underwater you are. This is part of what I think a bigger refi story is. We are seeing refis up about 10% in the last month. And while there's no specific commentary about why other than low interest rates, let's be honest, we've had low mortgage rates now for an extended period of time, even the sub-4 variety at times throughout the past 6 months. The real story here, I think, is that some people are figuring out that they can refi their underwater mortgages. For more information, you can check out the archives of my cheat sheet. You can even send me an email, because this is something that you really can't take advantage of. Don't read the negative news stories in the press. If you're underwater, you're making your mortgage payments, and you otherwise qualify, you can get this done and save a lot of money in the process. That is the cheat sheet for today. Enjoy yours. We'll see you tomorrow.